Weka ulienda concert jana, amka unalala nini mpaka sasa na kuna watu wanakutegemea? We need a recap now. Thank you. Also, is it true that there was a stampede that killed people? Juu nimeona kwa videos the stampede was bad, but is there loss of life? This is why we need you up. Like, if you have a neighbor that went to the concert yesterday, bwana ukamgongia mlango, please. Nchi mzima inamtegemea. Also, mimi nataka kujua kama there was loss of life in that stampede. Like, genuinely, I've seen it in the comments, but I've not seen it officially announced. So, that's actually really sad. We can't want to see someone that bad, to be honest. We can't even have event people not being... Do you see how Solfest do it? And they did it since 2020. What? It's been 5 years now. Hata hamwezi copy jamani. Simko inspired shem. Na post recaps mwache kujifanya. Najua ni nyinyi mlinunua ticket lakini sasa country mzima ingekuwa uko ndani hapana. Sino maana tulikuchagua wewe.
Two big events happened on Saturday, and let me tell you the difference between the Ashake event and the Solfest event. So I'll use the Solfest event as an example of how all events should be. The Solfest event was intentional. Nobody can tell me anything. They were intentional from the word go. With the sound, with the lighting, they were intentional with the attendees' experience. When you do events, I'm in the event space, so I know. An attendee experience yake lazima ikue a priority. From the moment you start advertising that event, you should be intentional. Have in mind the attendee. How is the experience going to be? Sound itakuaje? Lineup itakuaje? Stage itakuaje? Sound itakuaje? Kila kitu itakuaje? Exit, entry, everything. From how they're going to access the event to how they're supposed to dress to everything. The experience of the attendee is important more than the money you're collecting. So if they're not happy, then what are we doing? So look at Ashake event and look at the Solfest event. Do you know that the Solfest people had so much fun vis-a-vis the ones who went to Ashake? The only time the people who went to Ashake had fun was when Ashake was on stage. That's when the event became lively, at least. But look at Solfest. People had a time. They had a time. They were treated well. VIP yao ilikuwa like if you paid for VIP or VIP at Solfest, I'm sure you had an experience and a half. Vis-a-vis Ashake, people paid over just 50k money. How much? For them to sit in a very weird, you know, and you've paid money for an experience. If I'm going to pay 50k, manze, I expect my experience to be wow, but it wasn't. Event organizers, when are you gonna learn that when you're doing these events, be intentional? If you're not going to have me in mind, how I'm going to experience that event. It's not a matter of and then I come there and I'm just... Be intentional with my experience, with our experience.
Jana kwa show ya Ashake, kuna kitu mbaya sana na uchungu ilifanyika manzi. So jana, pale Nyayo bana it reached a time, kuna kitu ya kuscan tickets ndio watu waingie bana kwa show, ilikuja ikahang, ikakataa kuwork manzi. Sikabidi organizers na event planners, wameruhusu Wakenya walikuwa pale, na walikuwa very overcrowded vibaya sana. Wakaruhusu wakaingia show bila kuscan tickets. So kwa hiyo harakati ya kusukumana na venye walikuwa wengi, wakati walikuwa wanang'ang'ana kuingia huko ndani, obviously kuna wale wenye waliangukanga chini, wakaanza kukanyagiwa wakipandiwa manzi. Na kuambia in that process, kumbe kulikuwa na machali fulani hapo hivyo wawili, na mde mmoja waliangukanga chini wakaanza kukanyagiwa vibaya sana. So sad, walishindwanga kupumua manzi na hapo chini, venye kulikuwa na watu wengi, Wakenya watatu wakatuacha tu hivyo manzi. Machali wawili na dem mmoja bana walidedi walai juu. Hiyo kitu inauma vibaya sana. Yani mmejitoa kwa nyumba, mmeenda mkidhani mnaenda kujibamba, then bana so sadly mnabaki huko bana mnapelekwa kwa mochari manzi. Inauma na inauma vibaya sana. Mnapoteza maisha na hao na gain walai. Inauma and so sorry. Yani tunaelekea hivi bana kufunga mwaka, then Wakenya watatu wanapoteza maisha kwa show. Mnaona ya BN venye ilishika na ilibamba vibaya sana. And I came to realize by the way, Wakenya tukijifanyia vitu zetu bana tunaweza enda mbali vibaya sana. Yani nilikuwa naangalia show ya Ben venye Wakenya wametokea kutokea, nikasema yenyewe tunaweza jisupport na tunaweza fika vibaya sana. Kenya to the world. Hiyo show iliweza vibaya sana manzi. Hakukuwa na any issues compared to Ashake, but tuseme tu kweli Solfest na iliweza vibaya sana.
To be honest, one thing I keep saying is performers are great. Event organizers in this country, horrible. Ashake, great performer. Gabzi, great performer. Codon Clan, if they were to perform, great performers. I mean, that's why people were upset that they were not performing. But now, I don't know why we don't factor in people's safety. People's safety is so important. When you know you're going to anticipate thousands and thousands of people, by the time you bring in Ashake, Gabzi, Codon Clan, you know the numbers. And you're having this event at Nyayo Stadium, you know the numbers to anticipate. Why is your ticketing process a mess? Why are you giving room for a stampede to happen? Like, do people's lives not matter? People die in these situations, and for me, that's the thing. The performers I know can give a great time, but event organizers can literally put your life at risk. And you know, the thing is, it's not that these things don't happen. I think what happens in the planning rooms, like, do these organizers don't have contingency plans? I think by the time your ticketing is costing over 5,000, security should be a big budget there. I know you have to pay the artists and other things in service provision, but security, oh my goodness, people who understand crowd control and crowd management, people who can go and sweep the ground and understand what a proper process flow should look like, plan A, plan B. Ay, guys, come on. No.
Buda, so hizi ndio scenes zilikuwa pale Nyayo Stadium event ya Sake. Yes, watu walifika mapema. Buda, by 6 PM kulikuwa kumejaa mbaya, lakini wakaambiwa aje gate zinafunguliwa 10 PM. Morio, sema kuumana hadi kulikuwa na Stampede msee.
Guys,
I know we're always quick to judge the people when a stampede happens, but I don't think this time it's really like our fault, because I've seen a couple of videos of people, like there was a massive crowd at the ticketing because the ticketing had failed during peak hours. So people were so many and people were getting agitated. You see how people would start pushing. And now, according to the timings, like maybe that was the time someone major is supposed to be on stage. So of course watu wataanza kupush and people will start breaking through. Honestly, I just think, I don't know why this always happens. That always during the peak time when there are so many people wanting to enter a concert, something happens. Ticketing fails, tickets end. I don't know what's going on. People in tech, people in the industry, what usually happens? That's worrying. And now to hear like people, let me not talk. Let's wait for it to be confirmed. But that was scary.
Asake concert inasemekana ati kulikuwa na Stampede. Event yenyewe kwanza ilikuwa Nyayo Stadium, na from Stampede yenye ili happen inasemekana ati watu watatu wamegenya. Usikisa mazemba kasa hizi tunangoja official communication na statement from Tukutane Entertainment Jondo walikuwa wameorganize shughuli ya kuleta Asake. Lakini sasa unasikia vile inasemekana ili happen ndio Stampede kakuja ni ati hapo hivyo kwa entrance ati masaa ya sasa peak, sasa ile masaa yenye ndio kumeshika kabisa, watu wengi wana streaming, ticketing ilidunda, system ikaenda down, watu wamesimama hapo hivyo mazee, anxiety inapanda, watu wakakuwa agitated, wakaamua kupitana entrance. Kupita na entrance mazee usikii sasa, si hapo ndio penye Stampede inatokelezea. Hapo ndio penye kuna fununu ati watu watatu wamegenya. Guy, ebu kama ulikuwa kwa hiyo event mazee na uko na hiyo intel vizuri, ebu reach out mazee tujue ni aje. Wa
Ati black chocolate ni fine melanin bana kutoka nikapate. Kanapenda kenye mi wanapenda, so kanapenda toto chupa na hali ya nono.
Madam na kudai umedunga mini na unapenda mangwai. Una dance fit unawacha nikismile, ama niko high jua life nice.
Kono moja mbele ngine yende rembe baila